Hi, and welcome to Razz Reviews. Today, I'm going to be reviewing Us. Us is the second feature from Jordan Peele, who won an Oscar last year for his horror comedy Get Out. And it follows the story of a family who's being terrorized by creepy, weird, evil versions of themselves. I was very excited to see this movie because I really liked the trailers and I'm a big fan of Get Out. However, this movie was not what I expected at all. This movie was actually uneven for me and I did not love it. And I'm extremely confused because I saw so many positive reviews and so many people raving about it online, and I'm like, did I miss something? There's something I didn't get that everybody seems to love? But I'm not saying it's a bad movie or that I hated it. As a matter of fact, there are aspects of this film that I think are excellent. Starting with the performances. The acting in this film is top notch. Lupita Nyong'o is amazing, electrifying as the lead character here, and M'Baku does a great job. He's pretty cool in this film, and even the kids do a very good job at playing themselves and weird evil versions of themselves. So the performances are actually what elevates the film and makes it so intense and so interesting and fascinating to watch. Also, this movie is really well directed. I think Jordan Peele is a very exciting new director, and I'm very happy to see what kind of work he does and what kind of weird, crazy ideas he has. This movie is very stylistic in a unique, cool way, and the cinematography is beautiful. The movie is visually stunning. At times it's very creepy, and at other times it's very interesting, and I thought the visual treatment of the film is very, very cool and not something that we see every day. I also loved the soundtrack, and the use of the music and incorporating it into the movie is so cool and one of the highlights of the film for me. The movie is thematic and multi-layered. It definitely has a lot of things to say, and it can be interpreted in many different ways, which makes you constantly think about it after you leave the cinema, which is pretty cool. I personally thought it was an interesting commentary on social repression and classism, especially in the United States. It also has this cool, old school horror type feel to it, and it also reminded me of the Twilight Zone, and I love the Twilight Zone. Having said that, I'm not a big fan of the story. The script is daring and interesting, yes, but the plot is weird and unconvincing, and I was left with way too many questions at the end. And not in the fun, thought-provoking kind of way, more in the what the hell did I just watch? This makes no sense kind of way. The logistics just don't make any sense. The character motivations are weird and unclear, and even some of the character reactions felt really odd. Like, this is not how these people should react to what is happening in this particular moment. And that made me feel very uncomfortable and just constantly sitting there with an eyebrow up going, what? Why? What's going on? Yes, there are cool twists and interesting reveals, but it leaves you with so many plot holes, and you have to make such a huge lapse in logic that I personally couldn't accept. And that's really my main issue with Us. The story is very intriguing, but it just does not make any sense when you think about it for more than 2 seconds. I like what the movie was trying to say, and I really like what it represents, and I thought there were moments in there that are absolutely fantastic. Really cool stuff, directing-wise, visuals, performances, but at the end of the day, cool is not enough for me. I have to have some sort of logical story to follow, and here, I felt there were too many holes and too many things missing for me to enjoy it as much as I want. This might be an unpopular opinion, maybe I missed something, so you gotta watch the film and judge it for yourself. But for me, this movie needed a lot more in terms of plot and story for me to enjoy it as much as I wanted to, and for that reason, I'm going to give Us a 7 out of 10. So, have you seen Us? What did you think about it? Let me know in the comments section, let's start a conversation, and as always, like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to ask me what you'd like me to review for you next. See ya!